Alright, Country Craws, welcome back to the channel. If y'all are new here to this channel, stick around for a minute and I will give you a reason to subscribe. But today's video is going to be about this little guy right here. I honestly never even throw the Ned Rig. I did like a long time ago when I lived in San Antonio, but since then I haven't really touched it. Today we are going to be giving the Ned Rig a real and honest chance. We're going to be taking it out, doing a little bit of pond hopping. We're going to see how this little guy works. Alright, Country Craws. So the first spot is right here behind me. It's a little hideous, I'm not gonna lie, but despite its hideousness, there is definitely really good bass in here. I don't even think you can really see it. It's like a trench right there. You can kind of see it. It's all sandy. There's like a neighborhood under construction. Houses being built all around me. This used to just be one person's property, but I guess they sold it for development. It's pretty much just like a long pond kind of thing. My guess is this is probably an excavated hole that filled up with water. All right, so I got this little package from Omnia here. It's gonna be today's baits as well as the terminal tackle. Got some 2.4 inch juicy hellgrammites from Great Lakes Finesse. These guys are gonna be in the brown pumpkin special color. And over here I'm gonna have the straight black, matte black juicy hellgrammites. Got some more Ned bugs like y'all saw in the beginning of the video. These are actually in a really cool color. Look at that. This is in frosted shad. Oh my god, and I'm fire ants. Every video with the fire ants, I swear, dude. Sometimes y'all don't see it because I cut it out, but oh my goodness. It's a lovely way to start the video. And for the very last thing in the package, we have the Outcast Tackle Perfect Ned. These guys are in 1/8 ounce. Mosquitoes, man. This is my new old 18 kinetic setup. Going to be a medium light, moderate fast 7-foot rod. I've got that paired with a Daiwa Fuego 2500 CS. And if you guys are not familiar with what the CS stands for, that is the Chinese domestic market Fuego. Then I got some 8-pound yellow braid. Me personally, I like yellow braid. I like to be able to see whenever it's moving in the water. Yellow or white, typically just something brighter. All right, Country Craws, like I said, we are going to be starting with the Ned Bug by Great Lakes Finesse. It's gonna try rocking it up over there by that tree. Like I said in the beginning, I really don't fish this rig, so I'm not really too sure how to retrieve it. I have thrown it in saltwater for redfish, but they're not really as much of a bottom feeder. Cast over where those turtles are sitting at. That's a fish. Oh. Are you kidding me? Y'all. Oh my goodness. Clean break off. Clean snap. Got another Ned Rig tied on. Let's try this again. I may or may not have sacrificed that first rig to a gar. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. That's a fish. Dude, what the heck? I keep pulling it out of their mouth. That might be a fish. Oh my goodness, again. Same scenario. Lost yet another Ned Rig. Okay, maybe this spot is in the move right now. Maybe there are way too many little tiny stinky gar out right now. like we got someone else here fishing. It's kind of rare to see other bass anglers around here. Went ahead and tied on yet another one of these Ned bugs right here. Hopefully these ones last a little longer. Oh, he is so little. I did not mean to launch you out of the water like that. I am sorry. Hello, little tiny bass. Oh my goodness. This is like a fish tank sized bass. Y'all check it out. What an absolute trophy. It's a little thumb biter. This may or may not be the smallest bass we've caught on this channel. We did get one Ned Rig bass. This end's not gonna be the move, I can already tell. Sometimes these fish are just all down here on the end. That's a fish. Let's go. He's not a monster, but he is a bass. Got him on the Ned bug by Great Lakes Finesse. Unhooked, ready to go back. So that's the second little fish we got here on the Ned bug. Not too bad so far. I kind of figured it'd be a little bit of a dink fest using the Ned rig, but has a bite. No! Must have been from a microscopic bass. Oh, no! Yanked it out of his mouth. What the heck is this? Is this a shirt? No, it is not a shirt. It's like a bag of some sort. Feels a little fishy. It is. Let's go. Little tiny squirt bass. Alrighty. Unhooked, ready to go. See you later. Let's move a little bit. I'm seeing like a ton of activity in that little cove over there. Let's see if there's any bass. There definitely was a bass over there. Let's go. Nice. Not bad. This is definitely one of the better bass here at this spot. Let's go, crunchy craws. Nice little Ned rig fish. All right, let's get greedy. See if there's another one up there. There was. Oh no. Cranked him way too hard. That's on me. That's my fault. I was just dead sticking it while I was messing with the camera. I got one. This is a nice little football. Look at this guy. That is a perfect fish tank bass. Little monsters. Ooh, that feels like an okay bass. Not bad at all. Oh, shoot. That is not a bad little bass. Nice, nice. Woo, sweet. Just as I was leaving, about to walk out, I decided to take a little cast. Right there. Got this little guy. It's definitely not the biggest bass for me at least, but probably one of the biggest ones here in this spot. Nice little Ned Rig biting fish. Not bad at all. All right, Country Crawlers, welcome back for day 2 of torturing myself with the Ned Rig. Basically just forcing myself to throw it because I never do. We're back at the same spot from yesterday, the weird construction zone spot. I was a little embarrassed with myself that I didn't get a bass from here yesterday. I've caught bass in here before and they're genuinely good sized bass, so I'm hoping today's the day. All right, here we are, back again. Let's try not to have a repeat of the fire ant incident from yesterday. I think I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the Hellgrammite because I caught a bunch of them, a bunch of little guys yesterday on this color in the Ned bug. And we haven't gotten any so far on the Hellgrammite, so we're gonna try these guys. I'm gonna start with the matte black color. I'd say that looks pretty juicy right there. And like I said yesterday, that is a 1/8 ounce Ned head. It is a good bit lighter than the Ned bug. Ned bug's kind of like a big chunky bait. This is a little bit thinner. Even though it's longer, it definitely feels like I have kind of like a smaller presentation on. Start with a nice little cast over there by the trees. Get a nice little cast down the bank. You can work it pretty slowly on the way back. There we go. Finally. I told y'all there's bass in here. Not just gar. Hello. Sweet. Bass number 1 for this spot. Bit like a freight train. Nice little Hellgrammite fish. My very, very first Hellgrammite fish. Not too bad, y'all. There's definitely bigger ones in here. First Helgie fish of the day, y'all. Let's go. That's a snag. That is not a fish. Ooh, let's go. Unsnagged. Well, that's another Ned Rig down. These Ned heads are just a little too big for the Hellgrammite. The body's a little too thin for them. It's like a little cove back here. I don't know if you can see that. That's a fish. Ooh, it's a nice bass too. Let's go. Let's go. That's a nice bass. Choking on the Ned Rig. Check it out, y'all. Not bad at all. Decent little chunky bass. The brown pumpkin hellgrammite, the back of his throat. Well, Crunchy Craws, unfortunately all my Ned Rig heads are gone. So that'll probably conclude our Ned Rig video, unfortunately. Yesterday we were fishing an absolute dink fest, and thankfully today we did get a couple good fish on this new finesse setup of mine. I don't think my opinion on the Ned Rig has really changed per se. It's not really the most fun rig to fish in my opinion, and as you saw back there, you can lose just a million of them. I've also used the Ned head options with the two little prongs, the weed guard. Unfortunately, it just seems like they snag on those as well. I do agree that the Ned Rig catches fish, especially on a nice setup like this, but it's just not that worth it in my opinion. I've fished this spot a ton of times with the Nico rig, and I haven't really hung up once using the Nico rig. I have a feeling that it all comes down to which way the hook is facing on the bait, because the Nico rig, if you're rigging it right, it should be facing backwards, away from whichever direction you're dragging it. I just feel like the amount of places I can get away with using a Ned rig is kind of minimal compared to a Nico rig. Either way, it does catch fish. I do think it's kind of a cool rig. It's just not really for me. I would maybe throw this if I was like in the canals or something in San Antonio. But in a spot like this, as you can see, it was just pure loss. It was rig after rig. But at least we did get some pretty decent fish today. Well, Crunchy Craws, I think that's gonna do it for today's fishing video. I should have some more uploads coming soon, hopefully some kayak fishing content. Planning on hitting a couple of lakes pretty soon. But if y'all enjoyed today's video, go ahead and click that like button. Hit the comment section below and let me know what y'all thought of the video. And if y'all haven't already, hit subscribe and show me some support. And I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Peace.